Day 2? Text gets his something or dial N for moron.
Following our first lead and we get ourselves caught in a laser net. All in a day's work, right?
Smart Alex had a point, but I wasn't gonna let him have the satisfaction of knowing so. There was one good thing about spending hours stuck in a laser net. You got time to think. Who is this guy? Who killed him? And what kind of surveillance was he doing right across from my apartment? And what's in the metal canister? Have 7 years really passed without me remembering it? Is it related to my head injury or the injection mark on my arm?
Uh-oh. What's up, bruh? Assistant to the regional manager of Phoenix branch of paper? Do they pay well?
Dead?
Well, I think you missed a hell of a party.
Party?
Yeah, you're here in time for the laser show.
I wouldn't do that. I was here to meet Carlos Maldonado. Is that you? Or him?
Look,
Pretty
I
sure that's
stumbled
him.
onto this little nightmare, and I need to find out who this guy was and what he was doing. I'm a PI, and I assume this guy is Maldonado. My name's Murphy. Who are you?
Mason said Maldonado was a PI. Were you working with Mason too?
Yes.
I'll be honest. I don't know if I was working for Mason or not. Actually, I am having severe memory problems here, so anything you can tell me about Maldonado,
You get around 20K a year
Mason,
plus medical
or
and
what's
dental?
in the
Hey.
cryo chamber here would be greatly appreciated.
That sounds good, man.
I think I set off an alarm when I came in here. I don't usually do this kind of thing. I was just trying to help Mason. He said, come in here, find the PI, get the cryo chamber, and keep it safe.
Hey,
Wow.
hey, I found that first.
Slow learner. You have to find Mason. I think he's in big trouble with bad people. I don't know why. He's a neurologist, for God's sake. But you have to promise me that if I let you go, you won't come after me. You'll find Mason.
Oh, I promise. My fingers are so frozen I can't cross them.
If your memory problems are part of all this, Mason is the only one who can help you. So you need to find him and bring him back safe just as much as I do. I'll be in contact soon.
Man, those cops are getting close, but I don't want to leave this place without a clue. Better hurry up and find something before they get here. Not even one crate of mixers. Not even one crate of mixers. This guy was hardcore. This SOB's been living up here, watching my every move. Well, that might come in handy.
Carlos, here are the instructions. Mason something.
Strictly speaking, I would never encourage anyone to break the law, but those sirens are getting awfully close.
This equipment is surveying several different locations in... tough break, hombre. Not even one crate... tough break, hombre. This equipment is surveying several different locations, including my... As I try to make my great escape down the ladder, I find two officials waiting to greet me.
Hope they're not pointing guns.
Hello, boys.
Well, if it isn't Tex Murphy, what were you doing in there?
Well, it's a little hard to
Oh, you know the drill.
I was really trying to get my hands on that surveillance equipment. Maybe I could see exactly what happened to me. Now the only way I'll find it is if New San Francisco's finest decides to play ball with me. I don't know why they'd start now, but I'd better polish up on the old Murphy charm.
Whether you're a mutant or a normal, San Francisco is our home. Be a part of the solution to crime. See something suspicious, please report it to the SFPD immediately.
Make it quick, Murphy. I got about a million things to do, and wasting time on you ain't one of them.
New San Francisco
Didn't take you
Police
long to get in
Department.
trouble, did it? You here to turn yourself in?
What?
Danwich? I hardly recognized you. What, been 10 years? You were still a patrolman back then.
I'm surprised you remember me.
Go for the endorsement deal.
I may not have told anyone this before, but you're actually my favorite patrolman.
In case you didn't get the memo, I head up the department now. And things aren't as loosey-goosey as they were under Malden.
Well, I hope you're more helpful than he used to be. Look, I know this is gonna sound pretty crazy, but hear me out. This morning, I wake up with a massive head injury and an injection mark on my arm. No idea how I got either one of it. Then I talk to a few people, I find out I can't remember anything over the last 7 years.
You're right, it does sound crazy. But go on.
Thing of it is, my last memory is of me and my lady friend getting shot.
Your lady friend, that was, Chelsea Bando?
Yeah. You know that.
I know your burned-out speeder was found a few weeks later with Miss Bando's DNA inside of it.
What? It is true. Chelsea's dead.
Closed the case. Though a few of us thought something didn't feel quite right about it.
What do you mean?
Well, the scene was too staged. But I'm not saying Chelsea isn't dead. The last time anyone saw her was with you at the Golden Pagoda.
What are you saying? I was a suspect?
You were, in fact. I'd have to look at the case. You were cleared at some point.
Can I look at the case files?
Now, you know you can't, so don't even ask. Look, Murphy, I feel for you. But it was a long time ago. Chelsea was pronounced legally dead, and there's no evidence to believe otherwise. I don't know what else I can tell you.
Did you ever catch the guy who shot us?
No arrest. Somebody high up on the chain locked that case down and threw away the key. Even if I wanted to see the file, I'd have to pull some strings.
You gotta find that key, man.
What can you do to help me out here? I mean, until I see something or get some information, I'm just not gonna be able to believe that Chelsea's gone.
I'm sorry, Murphy, I really am. If you can find me some new clues on the case, I'll do what I can to get it reopened. That's the best I can do for you. Good luck.
No. I don't believe it.
That other
gut
girl's a
tells me
lot
she's
hotter,
still
man. That Taylor chick.
But I'll find out, one way or the other.
What is he looking at?
So why is it you think I came down here to turn myself in?
Well, we just found you at a crime scene with a dead body. That dead body happens to be Carlos Maldonado, a PI working the same neighborhood as you. Is that your way of intimidating the competition?
Direct marketing, drawing a blank.
The name Maldonado means nothing to me. And I insist that you give me a polygraph test to prove it.
I was just reviewing your file when you came in.
Is that a lot? Because it looks like a lot.
August 2047. Beek Nariz, NSFPD informant. Beaten and hospitalized after providing information about Tex Murphy. Nariz refuses to identify his assailant. No charges ever filed. November 2048. Surveillance video shows
Jen Lee.
suspected extortionist Jen Lee leaving the Golden Pagoda with Tex Murphy, never to be seen again. The case remains unsolved. Shall I go on? In the past few years, you've gained quite a reputation for yourself. You've gotten New San Francisco's criminal underbelly running scared.
This doesn't make sense. I came in with a briefcase. I got hit and injected. Don't remember anything for 7 years? There's no way that happened 7 years ago.
I can honestly say that I have absolutely no memory of any of these crimes. I mean, I'll take a polygraph test if you want.
We arrest criminals so they could be tried in a court of law. We don't just kill them, and I won't tolerate vigilantism. If you didn't kill Maldonado, what were you doing then?
Genuine curiosity, victim blaming. I don't know what this word means.
Well, I'm drawn to laser nets like a moth to the flame. I followed the trail and saw that Maldonado had surveillance equipment aimed at my office. I want to find out what he recorded.
Who cares what he recorded? If you're such an upstanding citizen, you've got nothing to hide, right?
Right. Strange bedfellows.
I got jumped last night. I've got no idea who did it. I think there might be something on the surveillance tape. And if you can tell me what happened, I think I can help you on this case.
Deal.
I rarely make deals, and I don't need to make one with our only person of interest. Any more questions? I'm not allowed to let you see it.
But you're the head honcho, man.
I have no evidence of an abduction, just a dead body and only one person of interest. It might be in your best interest if you could find out what happened. I know Maldonado was a dirtbag, but unless it's in self-defense, killing somebody, even a dirtbag, is a crime and will be prosecuted. She's an investigative reporter at the Bay City Mirror, one of the less obnoxious ones.
If you know what I mean.
That whole neighborhood seems to attract more than its fair share of trouble. I'm not sure what to think of you, Murphy. As far as the coroner and the commissioner were concerned, finding Chelsea's remains in your speeder were enough to pronounce her legally dead.
That encrypted memory stick probably has some useful information on it.
Oh, great advice. If you could help me break it, then I'd be impressed. Guess I'll have to see if anyone else on the street can break it for me.
How the hell does he have cameras in my house? Wait, he's got 2 of them.
This SOB's been living up here, watching my every move. This equipment is surveying several different locations, including my office. Yeah, Louis once told me these rooms were used by bootleggers and smugglers during Prohibition. There were hidden panels in rooms where they'd hide their stash.
So I have Maldonado's license?
Nice to meet you, Maldonado.
EverSafe?
I'll need to find a computer whiz to break the encryption on this memory stick.
Well, I need to find a whiz. Stop. Really? I mean, I was just right over there. Do you know of a wizard?
Holly must be out on strike. I'd better come back later to talk to her. Holly must be out on strike. I'd better come back later to talk to her. Only guests of this hotel.
How does a hologram go on strike?
ring the bell, I expect Nilo, but another familiar face pops up from behind the counter. It's Clint. Looks like he's dabbled in some home plastic surgery to cover his empty eye socket. It's amazing what you can do with a tire patch, spray paint, and crazy glue.
Ah, Mr. Murphy. Will you be needing some housekeeping done? I can't remember the last time we saw you around here.
Recovered chocoholic.
Yeah, me neither. Don't know if you heard, but I had a little blackout.
I used to get brownouts. Louis' chocolate pie damn near put me in a coma every time.
So, where is Nilo? You haven't had to resort to working with that scumbag, have you?
Nilo? Man, I haven't heard that name in years. Not since I bought this place from him. The city was gonna condemn it, but Nilo didn't feel like fixing it up, so he sold it real cheap.
Where did Nilo end up?
You mean Nellie? He got a sex change. Yeah, I don't know. He tried to pass himself off as his long-lost twin sister for a while, but that didn't fly.
Well, you've come a long way, Clint. From living in a dumpster to owning your own dump.
But on the bright side, we've exterminated most of the roaches and reinforced the foundation after the big quake last year. And finally got real fire extinguishers, so no more painted-on safety features. We're up to a 3-star cubic zirconia rating in the Newton Leisure blog spot now.
Well, with such deluxe accommodations, I'm surprised I'd stay anywhere else. Do you know where I stay when I'm not here?
Nope. You pay me well to keep an extra eye on your apartment and my nose out of your business.
So I'm not behind on my rent? Maybe I should get amnesia more often.
You're paid through the end of the year, just like every year. You hardly ever hear these days, but hey, let me get my nose out of your business. That sounded disgusting. Let's change the subject. What can I do for you? Maldonado was spying on you? Are you sure it was you?
He's got 2 cameras pointed inside of my damn place.
Maldonado? Nothing but trouble. I steer clear of that already.
Oh.
I can't help you with that. I can barely work a toaster.
Man.
We don't need to talk about that, do we?
Yes?
It's a real tragedy.
I must know everything, man.
Look, I've had my own problems, as you know. I was in a kind of a dark place 7 years ago. Dark, bitter, sometimes nuts, raisins. God help me, marshmallows.
Holes.
Just get the holes patched before you move out, or I will keep your security deposit.
Sure, their security deposit can't be as high as the damn holes.
The cops came by to ask me about that, but I wasn't here at the time. Dumbest name ever for a shop.
What?
That's Louis' niece, right? Tall, brunette. Nice guy, but he's got some screws loose. You keep being my best tenant, and I'll be your biggest fan. Deal?
Ooh.
Well, this is a flashy new neighbor. Sapphire, eh? That sounds like a fun new neighbor.
You know anything about Sapphire?
A bell will be...
Always happy to help out my best tenant. Nice girl for circuits and chips.
Can you please say more, man?
Me? I'm just living the dream. One chocolate-free day at a time. This may not be much, but it's mine. I love it.
Hmm.
Looks like somebody's wiped my computer clean. Guess I better not be too creative, because it won't work.
This message is for Mr. Tex Murphy. Storm clouds are brewing. Are you with White Russians or against us? A White Guard member is close. Prove your loyalty and we will reveal the truth.
What the heck was that? There must be another Tex Murphy in the phone book. Article on the Russian. No messages on the
That was so horrible.
Maybe try something else. I'll need to find a computer whiz to break the encryption on this memory stick.
I have an ID. See if I can go into Maldonado's place over here.
What the hell is that?
That's a SPOPAD, protecting the universe from imperfect life forms since 1967. It's like a mall cop with a 5,000 meter volt taser without a moral code. Be careful, Tex. I could get hurt.
Oh, it's a security drone. If I enter its line of sight, I'm toast. Oh, it's a security drone. If I enter its line of sight, I'm toast. Guess I better not be too creative, because it won't work. Guess I better not be too creative, because it won't. Nice to meet you, Maldonado. Well, that won't work.
Well, clearly I need to throw something on it to make it not work.
Well, that was sooner than I expected. Next time, try destroying the SFO pad before entering Meldondo's office.
Damn it!
Well, that was sooner than I expected. Next time, try destroying the SFO.
Oh, let's see if this place gives me a nice juicy drink.
It's real good having you stop in more regular. How can I help you? I'm no good with that computer stuff, but that little fella at the barbecue joint is a whiz.
A whiz?
I'll bet he could get you taken care of.
A whiz?
So that so-and-so was spying on you. You and I wasn't real close, so I couldn't say why you'd been doing that. Haven't had another food joint on the street since Francesca ran the Slice of Heaven. I thought it might cut into my business some, but not so far. Maybe we just don't have a lot of barbecue eaters around here.
He's not a fan of barbecue. I don't like barbecue either. Where? Oh, it might have been this way.
Inspector Burns finally opened his own barbecue joint. I bet it tastes just like arson.
Please be open.
As I step into Inspector Burns' barbecue, I think I'm having a stroke. But no, burning toast is their special today. Behind the counter is the kid who Louis referred me to as the computer whiz.
Hot diggity damn. Hello. What's with this old ass music? Hey, I've seen that guy before.
Welcome to Inspector Burns Barbecue. My name is Mojo. Special of the day is chili con carnage. It'll destroy your hunger as well as your taste buds. Order when you're ready.
A hammy vice, a ham, cheese, and habanero corn dog, deep fried and wrapped in bacon. Does that come with a free colonoscopy?
Hey, you're Tex Murphy.
And you're Mojo. What a shagadelic name, baby, yeah!
My real name is Mordecai Josephus.
Are you serious? Well, that's my real name, too.
No way!
Yeah, well, it's pretty close. It's actually Tiberius, James Tiberius. And my mom, she starts calling me Tibby. And, well, I had to come up with something that I could live with.
The ultimate Tex Murphy trivia. You just made my day. Look, I don't mean to geek out on you here, but you're Tex Murphy. Badass private eye. Man out of time. Always cook with a joke or his fist. What are you doing in a dump like this?
I'm guessing you haven't won any Employee of the Month awards, have you?
Nice. Classic Tex Murphy.
I'll tell you what. You buy me lunch, we'll call it even.
Oh, you don't want to eat here. The food really will burn your face off. Inspector Burns is a bitter, bitter man. So, what are you working on? Wait, let me guess. Some kind of case just dropped in your lap. Seems like a small-time job. There are tons of loose ends leading in all kinds of directions, and you are blindly getting nowhere.
Nice try. But this time it isn't a case. It's personal.
Oh, I could help you.
Powers for evil?
So far, you haven't even helped me get lunch.
You are killing me. Look, Mr. Murphy, you fancy yourself as sort of a timeless classic, a PI archetype for the ages. You know you're right around the crime scene, but it's no secret that you're not so good at high-tech gadgets. That's where I come in.
Well, now that you mention it, there might be something you can help me with.
Sure, I can decrypt the memory stick, no problem. It may take a while, at least a day.
A day?
Like Inspector Burns says, it all tastes the same when your tongue's charred. He's the guy you hired to take photos of your cheating wife. You're the guy they hired to beat the crap out of the guy you catch with your wife. You think Maldonado was spying on you? Not surprising. Me and Archie are buds.
Why can't you people say more, man? Damn.
Sorry you lost her, but man, did you ever get an attitude? Sometimes I spend hours just thinking about what kind of baby she and I would have together. So glad Archie opened up his shop here. He's like a god with all this conspiracy stuff.
Another item on my to-do list today is checking out Maldonado's regular office that's on the street.
Yeah, I need a drink. Okay. I need something to break this thing. I think it's already opened.
The police have been here and set up a SFOPAD security system.
Use your fist? I can't. I don't...
Oh, it's a security drone. If I enter its line of sight, I'm toast.
can't use my fist. You would think 2 shops would, you know, give me something.
Whatever you need, Life. Just ask.
Give me a drink.
You wouldn't remember him. He moved into the neighborhood a few years back. Not a pleasant man. I'll leave it at that. That Hawley is a real spitfire. I don't know how I feel about the whole holograms are people too thing, but yeah, why not? Yeah, nice to have some fresh blood here on Chandler Avenue. Not really the kind of place I do a lot of shopping at, but some folks seem to like it fine.
Open?
Rumor is Zach Williams, owner of the electronics shop, is tied to organized crime. We've had our problems in the past. For example, the last time I was here, he shot my credit card into 1,000,000 pieces. I'm hoping he's in a little better humor today and doesn't blow my brains out, or even worse.
Okay, I don't want any trouble.
Well, that makes 2 of us. Last time I was here, you shot my credit. Literally.
Why do you keep hassling me about that? That was years ago. I paid back all those interest charges. Plus interest.
Remind me, how did I get you to do that?
Everyone knows what happens to people who get on your bad side. Only one reason you ever come in here, and it ain't to buy anything. You know all our stuff is junk.
I just want to know what's going on upstairs.
Look, the guys upstairs don't want any trouble either. They said you can have whatever you want at cost. You can even put it on credit. Then I'll just tear up the bill.
Won't get fooled again. Dead men tell no tales. Architecture joke.
Oh, I'm not talking about your bosses. I'm talking about the guy upstairs, the dead one.
Look, I know how much you hated Maldonado, and I probably shouldn't have let him use the second floor. But he was paying cash, and he kept a low profile. So I thought it was all good. I didn't know what he was doing up there, and I didn't want to know.
You better, you bet. Humble brag, intimidate technique. Intimidating.
Well, let's see what kind of useful information I can get out of you before I try jogging your memory.
Sure, Maldonado was a creep, but his money spent just the same. He said he needed to do a stakeout of the Ritz. Didn't mention any specific names. Didn't sound like a big deal, and he was offering a good chunk of change.
Change?
I saw him bring in some cameras, so he must have been recording the surveillance. But whatever he had got confiscated by the cops. I think he's the one who came by to check in on Maldonado. Must have been a client. Don't know anything else about him. All I know is you ain't the same guy that came slinking in here 7 years ago. That place opened up a couple of months ago. Doesn't look like my kind of joint.
Joint? That's also open. I want... I need something to break that thing, man.
Rook's the little gremlin who runs the pawn shop. I've heard that his hard shell is hiding a heart of gold. But if it was, he'd cut it out himself with a rusty soup can.
Maldonado was found dead, man.
Murphy! Here, let me look at you. Louis told me something terrible has happened. I've been worried sick.
Well, I appreciate the concern, but other than a weird case of amnesia, I'm fine.
But Louis says you're behaving like a totally different person.
They went back again.
Yeah, according to Louis, I've turned into a real bastard over the last 7 years. I think losing my memories brought the old Tex back.
Oh, Lord. Please don't tell me that lump on your head has turned you back into the pathetic, pestering P.I. I used to know. This is a nightmare.
Now I recognize sarcastic sympathy. Magician's secrets revealed.
Hold on. Are you telling me the Tex I turned into was not pathetic and pestering? Those are my secret weapons.
Look, Murphy, I'll grant you have some detective skills, but it was all relentless, annoying banter and endless questions to me. Imagine my surprise when, over the past few years, you turned into someone I could actually tolerate.
What's your definition of tolerable?
You cut out all the chit-chat and became a no-nonsense customer who pays in cash. You always seem to have plenty of cash.
Don't you?
Okay, I'll cut the chit-chat. Just tell me where I come up with all this cash.
All my transactions are done in strictest confidence. That hasn't changed.
You know, sounds like to me, if I get my memory back, you don't want to be on my bad side.
Fine. Though I don't know anything that could possibly explain what's happened to you. Believe me, I'd tell you if I did. Now I suppose this is where you ask if I mind answering a few questions. But this is not for old time's sake. Maldonado? He puts the P.I. in pig. I heard you two had something of a rivalry going on. Why would I know anything about that? If the police confiscated it, I suggest you talk to the police about it. Next question. I understand you have a thing for holograms. Maybe she's just your type.
Maybe.
Years ago, after Chelsea disappeared, you came to me looking for leads to some valuable items, among them a lost Fabergé egg. You left the street for a long time. When you returned to Chandler Avenue, you seemed like a different person, darker, more dangerous. I went there once, never again. What with that herbal tea and incense, it's a veritable gas chamber. Oof. I heard a commotion and saw a crazed man running willy-nilly down the street and 2 other men in pursuit. You became a sullen, short-tempered bully. And I miss that desperately. Just smelling the fumes coming off that establishment irritates my bowels.
Now that Rooks is open, I'll bet his back gate's open too. Yeah, I used to come back here and shoot hoops until I threw my back out.
Ten seconds left. Down by 1. Murphy has the ball. He fakes. He drives. It's a 360.
He's fine.
It's Rook's Hydropod Garden. Whenever I see this, I think of Gordon Fitzpatrick from my Pandora case.
Oh, man.
I've got anti-hydrogen pods on board, and I've got to get us as far away from Earth as possible.
Pods?
Pods. Anti-hydrogen pods.
He wasn't from around here, or even from this solar system.
Oh, man. I love those things. That's it?
Yeah, the city of Old San Francisco picks up the... Why would a little gremlin like Rook have a basketball hoop? Well, that was stupid. It's Rook's Hydropod Garden.
I've got anti-hydrogen pods.
He wasn't from around here, or even from this solar system. Lord knows what I could do with an anvil, but it might be useful.
There we go. I don't know how the hell I just ended up picking up that anvil, but I know what to do with it. Got him.
Wow, nothing is so simple and wonderfully effective. Wow, a place even sleazier than yours. And you have an animal print bedspread.
It's the depressed man's kitchen. What's this? Both Maldonado and I appreciate subtle storytelling techniques. Maybe we could have been friends if you were alive.
What is this? Llama Club security key. Hey.
Ew, even I have a higher standard of living. I've eaten dog food before. Both Maldonado and I appreciate subtle storytelling techniques. Maybe we could have been friends. His filing techniques are crude at best. Emily?
Playbub.
Hope she's doing this.
Play friend of the month. Lucy Love. Dang, look at that ass.
Both Maldonado and I appreciate subtle storytelling techniques. Motel postcards. It's the only Roach hotel where I prefer... Leaving I wouldn't stoop so low as... Amateur. Leaving I wouldn't stoop so low as to reading someone's diary.
Why not?
Larry Hammond wasn't really a mutant.
I wanted to make sure you came here alone.
It's that guy.
I hope you were more careful about being followed than I was.
Now, I have a very strong sense of self-preservation. I even brush my teeth carefully.
Yeah, it shows.
Man, he sure looked like one. I prefer Weenie World's tater tot. Problem with VidPhones is you can't call anyone from the bathroom anymore. Well, you shouldn't. Yuck. There's gum in this shoe.
Oh, cockroaches.
It's the only Roach hotel where you have a better chance of survival inside than outside. I prefer Weenie World's tater tots.
Okay. Hello.
Only the most prestigious people are invited to the... cigarettes. Yummy.
What? Does this guy
The
go
air
around
outside
eating
feels
cigarettes?
thick, like I'm breathing through a pair of dirty gym socks. It's a high radiation day. Most everyone will be staying inside, but I need to hunt for some work. I always like to start the day with the traditional PI breakfast. That hits the spot.
Yeah, I bet some intense smoking competitions take place here.
What the heck? Simulator under repair. Please do not play. I hope it comes back and hits him in the head. Oh, hit him in the head. Oh man, that was worth it. Oh man, that was funny. There's nothing here.
The Clean Air Act was abolished after it was ruled irrelevant due to post-World War III fallout. Yeah, I bet some intense smoking competitions take place here. Yeah, I bet some intense smoking competitions take place here. Only the most prestigious people are invited to this club.
I don't get it. There's nothing here.
Wow, this would match my bedspread perfectly.
Have to find more information about Mason Bowers. Mason Bowers. Who is Mason Bowers? Let's go ask around.
Wow, is this still here? I used this to deal with a cunning I heard he had my name tattooed on his knuckles, and he wants to show me firsthand when he gets out of prison. The owners must have really raised the rent on this place. There's hardly anything left on these shelves.
Has it been a day yet? He's still on strike? Nope.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing? Let me check. I can confirm that Mason Bowers has been a registered guest here. Sorry, Tex. I'm not allowed to give out any more information than that. That crusty old perv is always coming in here trying to get a peek at my underpixels.
Underpixels?
I think the kid who works here has a crush on me. Maybe one of these days I'll rock his little world.
Wow.
If I could smell, I'm pretty sure he would stink. Always looks like he's up to something unsavory. The Ritz landlord? Seems like he may have a couple of screws loose, but nice enough.
you know anything about?
A bell will be...
You know, it used to really piss me off, the way you'd always come around asking your questions, but now that you're paying me for it, I really don't mind.
Bowers.
That little gremlin's never forgiven me for stealing his newspapers and using them for blankets.
Mason Bowers. That's closed.
As I made it perfectly clear, your status as a paying customer earns you a modicum of goodwill. I suggest you use it judiciously.
Sorry, you lost me at modicum. Look, answer a few questions for me and I won't kick your butt when I get my memory back.
That's the man you think was abducted? The one I saw being chased down the street? I never heard his name before you told me. Such an upbeat, chipper little man. Utterly obnoxious. I was hoping they would tear that flop house down. And they would have, too, if it weren't for that meddling Clint. Like I always say, you can take a bum out of a dumpster, but you'll never get a dumpster out of a bum.
Mason Bowers.
Not again. You're gonna get me fired. Or worse. Look, I told the cops I wasn't here, which is technically true. I just parked out back when I heard the gunshots. So I just started the engine right back up and got the hell out. That guy's a go-getter. Why don't you get him to answer these questions?
I have no idea who Clint is, dude.
I don't know what it is they're serving in there, but it sure as hell ain't barbecue.
Yeah, Louis once told me these rooms were used by bootleggers and smugglers during Prohibition. There were hidden panels in rooms where they'd hide their stash. Not even one crate of mixers. This guy was hardcore.
I don't know what my goal is right now. Oh, something about Bowers.
I hope you don't mind, Mike. I've been telling folks in the neighborhood about your situation, just so they know it's the old Tex they're dealing with. Let me know what else I can do for you.
Stop spreading lies.
Yeah, same old ornery cuss he ever was. Don't bother me none. I guess I'm just used to it.
He doesn't know anything about Mason.
That Clint's really come up in the wild. Though I still hide the chocolate cake when he drops by. I don't want him falling back into his old ways.
Oh, okay, so Clint is the hotel owner?
I wish I could tell you everything you can't remember. But I don't know much. You and Chelsea went missing, and then you showed up out of nowhere a few weeks later. A couple of days after, You was gone again. I only saw you a few times after that. A couple of years went by, and then you came back, and something bad had happened to you. I don't know what, but it made you hard and mean, and you just got worse. Got to where I didn't even want you around anymore.
Are you gonna cry? Give me some info, man.
Inspector Burns finally
Hey, Mr. Murphy. Still running the decryption program. You can hang with me till it's done. Shouldn't be more than 4 or 5 hours.
You don't know anything about Mason Bowers either?
Comes in here all the time to eat, just so he can complain. He says he likes barbecue, so I'm not sure why he eats here. Inspector Burns has tried to torch the Bruin stew at least twice. Chelsea Bando. The Nora to your Nick. I wish I could have met her. I just can't believe I got a chance to meet my idol. Sometimes I spend hours just thinking about what kind of baby she and I would have together.
Motel postcards. Maldonado must make his living spy. Problem with VidPhones is you can't call.
I already clicked on the photo once before.
Hello?
Could I speak to Carlos? Tex?
Sorry, have we met? That woman knew me, but hung up quick. Problem with VidPhones is you can't call anyone from the bathroom. Larry Hammond wasn't really a mutant.
I wanted to make sure you...
But man, he sure looked like one.
Picture of a woman.
If this woman has been doing business with Maldonado, maybe someone else on Chandler Avenue will recognize her.
I swear I clicked on that picture and nothing happened.
Hey, what can I do for you, Mike?
Picture.
I might have seen this lady in here not long ago. Didn't catch your name.
Should have used the net, man.
Hey, Mr. Murphy. Still running the decryption program. You can hang with me till it's done. Shouldn't be more than 4 or 5 hours. Who's that?
She says she wants to have babies with you, man.
More questions? Why you gotta keep... That's a fine piece of humanity there. She stopped by the other day and checked out our selection. Took her about 2 seconds to realize it was all crap. So she seemed to know her stuff.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Van Winkle. What is it I can help you with, Rip? Lovely. Oh, she may have come by here. I can't be sure.
What?
Always happy to help out my best tenant. I know for a fact I've never seen this box before, because if I had, she'd be my lady love.
You say so, man.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing? Yeah, I've seen this woman in here. In fact, she picked up a piece of mail that's been delivered here. I might be able to get a name or address for you. Let me see if I have an image of the envelope. Yep, got it. I'll print it out for you.
Where does it come out from?
Holly sends the information about the mystery woman to my smart Alex, and I get a new location on the map. It's on the coast near Monterey. Whoever owns this place has mucho dinero.
Mucho dinero?
Whoa. I get in my speeder and realize I'm very wobbly and my vision's pretty fuzzy. I realize it's finally time to get this head wound checked out and some professional input on what's happened to me. Now's as good a time as any. I call a cab, and I'm on my way to the North Hill Clinic.
Meow.
Where are you headed?
North Hill Clinic.
Well, I better step on it. You look like you're in pretty bad shape. Your eyes are really bloodshot.
No, they're
You
not.
should see it from this side.
Live around here?
Yeah, I do. Live in the Ritz.
I've heard there's a lot of Morlocks in that area.
Warlocks.
That's what they call them. Some new crazy type of mutant.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard rumors that they're attacking people.
On Chandler Avenue?
Just rumors. But you never know. Things could get worse. Sorry. I just wanted to let you know I was packing heat up here. Didn't mean to freak you out.
That's fine. It's just the last time I got a ride from someone, they shot me, so I'm a little jumpy. It's a nice gun, by the way. I used to have one just like it.
I've had this for a long time. Some idiot threw it out his window.
The head wound is painful for sure. Maybe this Dr. Donahue can help me sort things out.
Taylor warned me you might be a problem patient.
Good scolding.
Oh, yeah, come in now when everything stops moving. A minute ago, it was like Fantasia in here.
I'm just gonna assume you've got some head trauma. Let's see what's going on.
Over the past few months, I've been having these really vivid dreams. I mean, they're so real, I can't even tell I'm dreaming till I wake up. What's happening right now kind of feels like that.
Do you want to know if you're dreaming right now? Ah! Yep, you're awake. So tell me what happened.
Well, I woke up a few hours ago with this goose egg on my head and an injection mark on my arm. I've got no idea how I got them. As a matter of fact, I have no idea about anything over the past 7 years.
You took a pretty good shot to the head. Enough to knock you out, maybe cause some short-term memory loss, but for 7 years. Let's see that mark on your arm. I think we'll need to draw
Vampire
some
bite.
blood. Everything on your form accurate?
What did she say?
Everything except my name, address, and billing information.
Oh, I'm guessing your bloodstream's full of cholesterol and toxins, but I'm sure we'll find something else there too. Have you ever had an implant?
Look, I just want my figure to be in proportion.
Well, that injection mark concerns me, but I don't want to speculate. I would really like to keep you overnight for observation. You mind waiting around until we figure this out?
Sure, if we can get it done in 5 minutes. While we're waiting, though, could I ask you a few questions?
I've dealt with many cases of amnesia, but nothing exactly like this. Let's just keep this professional, shall we? I don't think you could do much better. And yes, I mean that the way it sounded. I believe he runs a diner over on Telegraph Hill.
After leaving North Hill, I get a cab ride back to my office. After a while, I'm feeling a little better, so I hop in my speeder and head out to the address of the mystery woman, who I hope can give me info on Mason Bowers.
Ooh, I wonder if she's not wearing any clothes.
Nice, this is more like it. Fun fact, this is a former vacation home for 3 James Bond villains. Goldfinger!
Wow, I'm just gonna step in her house without even knocking. I'm definitely wondering if she's naked now. Damn, this is a nice kitchen. Hey! Oh,
Really?
baby!
They found someone to eat this crap?
Regular pizza. My favorite. Freezer burn ice cream.
That's a terrible place for a petri dish.
Petri dish.
Really? They found someone to eat this crap? That might come in handy. Standard groceries, and none of them look very edible.
A lot of seafood in here. What did I get?
This petri dish is encrusted with all sorts of gunk. I'll need to clean it off to see what's underneath here.
Baseball cards? When the hell did I get baseball card?
Classic. These baseball cards are great collectibles.
Damn, this is a nice bathroom.
Bidet. Another Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic. Well, one man's trash is a PI's clue. Rummaging through trash cans can be... Tsunami! Tsunami!
What was that?
Surely, after all we've been through, you would not turn against me and turn to her. Looks like someone with the initial T was doubting Mason's allegiance.
Turn to her?
Tsunami! Ah, a remembrance of a much simpler time. This bunny makes me laugh. He's a collector's edition of Matt Cubase Tyler baseball card. I wouldn't dare thieve that. Well, that might come in handy.
What about those?
Isn't that DeForest Bunny from Night of Olympus? Ah, the soothing soul. Staring at this picture is more exciting than watching a game of baseball. Nothing I can use. Well, there's Waldo. Pillaging must be one of their hobbies. Nice.
More baseball cards?
This frame needs 9 baseball cards.
I have 3 of them.
Well, that won't work. Yeah, that's about the only sailboat I could afford. Wrong form of it. No, that's not. Oh, sure. No, that's not important. This is just to trick people into thinking you read a lot. Oh man, I hate retro things. Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic. Sleep with a Swedish fish. If the owner's ventriloquist dummies in here, I'm gonna be very upset.
Don't know the code. I need to clean this thing. I don't have anything to clean it with.
Yeah, just some books. Well, I see they like to keep things gross. This bowl is full of fruit. Yeah, just some books.
As long as I don't find a dead body.
An old Zoom portable music device. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, my mom got me one of these while all the other kids were getting iPads and iPods. I remember just how I felt that day. I wonder what happened to it. Oh yeah. Now I remember.
Why'd he break it? Oh, a second bed?
Nice place. If the owner's ventriloquist dummies in here, impressive, if you're into that sort of thing.
I have 3 cards. I need 9. I need 6
Well, I see they
more.
like to keep things hot. Yeah, just some books. Well, no big bad wolf will be getting in here.
I don't know the code to this.
Oh, perfect. Oh man, I hate retro things.
1950?
Hello, what's this? Looks like another room behind this wall, but how do I open it? Pillaging must be one of their hobbies. Bases? Well, they're all the rage these days. This frame needs 9 baseball cards. There's just no accounting for good taste. Yeah, that's about the only sailboat I could afford.
This picture reminds me of a movie.
Yeah, just some books. Wrong form of vets. Come on. Oh, sure, that seems impressive. But I bet you it wasn't nearly as difficult as obtaining... No, that's not important. Sometimes a cigar is just a... There's a past due notice here.
You're late, you bum!
Note to self, check and make sure I made my speeder payment. This is just to trick people into thinking you read a lot. Now I could use that.
Yeah, but that's only 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm still missing 5.
Say hello. Now that was a... Say hello to my little friends.
Cause I have an erection in this office. I need him to go away.
Baseball
I don't know what you mean by
I
that,
used to collect
man.
these as a kid. Now I collect past due notices. There's room for... let's see here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Hey, smoke no more cigarettes. I hear they have a smoking deterrent system built right into the cigarette.
Hey, buddy! Do you know 1,000 people stop smoking every day by dying, you moron? Kissing you would be like licking an ashtray. Get it, dumbass? Did you know that you and I are similar? We both are certified butthead. No, don't kill me. Have mercy.
Well, the system's about as effective as other systems I've tried. But I'll keep these in case I have a smoking emergency. Barrels make any interior space look more... This coffee table's a special design. It's got a hidden drawer. Well, one man's trash is a PI's clue. Hello.
Hello.
Seems Mason was treating someone with serious facial deterioration.
The cryogenic sleep state that has caused so much physical and mental damage to the Morlocks is beginning to affect me. The fresh disease seems to be speeding up, causing serious deterioration on the right side of my face. I do hope you will have a solution for me soon. Oh, 43556.
Hello. The 8 lost rules of etiquette. Rule number 1. A friendly greeting could open doors for you.
43556. I have no idea, man.